Live, and we're going to go down field side for the playing of our national anthem, and then we'll come back and set the stage between Cape Central and Poplar Bluff. Want to welcome our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube, and we're going to watch the colors being presented, and then we will have our national anthem followed by kickoff between Poplar Bluff and Cape Central Tigers. Here is our national anthem. Once again, our national anthem being performed here tonight by the marching band at Cape Central High School. I'm Frankie Castile. Welcome you to Mules football here in Week 7 of high school football. We are live in Cape Central. Let's welcome all of our listeners here on the radio and watching us here tonight on Facebook Live, as well as our YouTube channel. Remember, go to YouTube and subscribe to our brand new page. It is River Radio PB. That is River Radio PB. And we're going to add a few things here tonight to the broadcast. We're going to be introducing the scoreboard here tonight for the first time. Hopefully it all goes well. Now here's the deal. Just so you know, if you're watching us on Facebook and on YouTube, I'll be controlling the scoreboard from my iPad, believe it or not. So if there's ever a time where you look at the score or the actual time and you're like, well, that time didn't move, that's on me, and we'll get all that figured out with no problem. So just keep that in mind if we go throughout this broadcast and we have some kind of hiccups. That's why, no big deal. A lot of comments coming in tonight. Rebecca Osborne tuning in from Puxico, Missouri. Eric Kirkman tuning in tonight. Glad to have you alongside. By the way, Eric, tell your dad happy birthday for us. We will mention that later on once again here in the broadcast. Lots of birthdays we're going to get to later on tonight. If you know somebody having a birthday, by the way, if you're watching us on Facebook or YouTube, make sure and send that birthday to us on our video feed, and we'll try our best to wish them a happy birthday coming up throughout this broadcast. And oh, by the way, also coming up tonight, we will have Mules Trivia once again. And last week, we had a blast doing Mules Trivia. Tonight, we're going to do that again. We're going to give away some of these Back to Blue t-shirts. And tonight, we've got our hands on gift cards, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. The winner of our trivia will have an opportunity to also pick up a gift card, courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. All you've got to do to take part is like our video feed, share the video feed, and then, of course, we'll take a winner later on. We'll do 2 questions. We'll do one in the first half and one in the second half, and we're going to have a lot of fun here tonight. Not to mention, we've also got going on tonight, besides this ball game, we also have other ball games going on in the area, and we are talking about some other high school football games. We're going to be watching out for the Jackson and Farmington game that is going on in Farmington. And then, of course, other games. We've got Sykeston taking on Charleston. We've got Kennett taking on Dexter. All those games we're going to be able to bring you live updates throughout this broadcast. And, of course, we're watching baseball as well. Eric Wallace is tuning in. Eric, I got to tell you, last Sunday, I'm sitting there watching the Seattle Mariners, and I was hoping so bad that they were going to pull out the victory and get to the wild card spot, but not able to do it. Maybe next year, Eric, we'll see what the Mariners can do with it. And then, of course, we watched St. Louis the other night. They were literally just so close of getting to the NL Division Series, coming up a little bit short, but we're going to have a lot of fun tonight. Rebecca says they are watching from Skate City later tonight. Thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate that. Rodney Graham tuning in. It's his birthday weekend. And, of course, what a great birthday present, Rodney, then bringing you Mules football. Hopefully, we're going to be able to come away with a win here tonight. So let's talk about the Mules here real fast. Coming up now on about 9 or just about 8 minutes now until we kick off between the Mules and the Tigers. And one thing to keep in mind is tonight we're going to see how the Mules respond. Last week it went all the way down to the wire, and the Mules were unable to come away with a victory. Literally the last 6 seconds of the ball game, Farmington, not only did they get the win, but they had to come back 2 scores down to make it happen. Remember, Farmington turned the football over near the end zone, and then the Mules on the very next play, they would fumble the football, and then that would allow Farmington to take control, to tie the ball game, and then with 6 seconds left, they would do a flea flicker, and then the quarterback at the time, Cunningham, goes downfield to a wide-open Jake Bishop, and that was how that game came to an end. So tonight, the Mules are looking for retribution. Their team is focused. I've talked to several of the coaching staff here, and they tell me they are ready for this contest. And we'll see what happens when the Mules take the football field. Lori Edmondson tuning in tonight. Hello, glad to have you alongside Lori. She says, hi everyone and go Mules, big Mules fans. Can you believe that we are only 3 weeks away from the districts? Coach Steve Edwards is tuning in tonight as well. Best of luck to the Mules. Take care of business and show those Tigers what Mule Pride is all about. That is the head baseball coach, Steve Edwards. And if I know Coach Edwards like I think I do, he can tell me right now how many days are left until the first pitch of high school baseball, which we are excited that we'll be able to bring you those games this season as well, right here on Facebook and on YouTube. So a lot going on tonight. We are so excited that you're with us. We are coming up now on about 6 minutes until kickoff. We're going to take our final timeout of the pregame. Coming up, we've got your keys to victory, starting lineups, and kickoff is coming your way at the top of the hour. It is the Mules and the Tigers of Cape Central. We are live here in Cape Girardeau, and here come the Tigers. The Mules already out, ready to go. We'll let you know who the captains are coming up as well. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Eye Care Specialists is committed to the protection and the preservation of the precious gift of sight. Nothing is more important than your eyesight. That's the way the doctors of Eye Care Specialists see it.
Kevin's Auto and Tire is a family-owned one-stop shop for fast, friendly, and affordable automotive services with the latest tools and technology as well as their time-tested automotive knowledge. They're guaranteed to get your vehicle fixed without breaking the bank.
And we are back here live in Cape Girardeau, where we are moments away from the opening kickoff here tonight. And let's talk about our keys to victory. And they're being brought to you by our good friends at Air Solutions in Poplar Bluff. Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions' comprehensive maintenance plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions 785-1500. Coach Sievers told me earlier on today that he believed tonight the Mules, they've got to be able to come out, control the line of scrimmage, and we cannot afford to have any kind of cheap penalties here tonight. Can't afford to have 7 like we did last Friday night. So we'll see tonight if Poplar Bluff is able to play smarter football first off, and then of course on the other side of things for the Mules, we've got to be able to control that line of scrimmage. We need to be able to have our offense out there tonight a whole lot more than the defense. If the Mules can do those things, then I believe the Mules are going to be able to have much better success. All right, the captains now walking out to midfield. Let's talk about the Tigers of Cape Central. Their captains are number 5, Clayton McClard, number 50, Kenny McDonald, and number 51, Will Jones. Those are the captains here tonight for the Cape Central Tigers. Looking over at Poplar Bluff, our captains here tonight are number 30, Chandler Beaton, number 44, Garrett Laslier, number 55, Desmond Howe, and number 71, Dalton Hicks. Those are tonight's captains for the Mules and the Cape Central Tigers. And if you're the Mules, if the Mules as the two coaches now, Kent Gibbs and Dave Sievers, they shake hands and walk away. If the Mules wins the toss, no doubt about it, Mules will defer to the second half, and that means that we'll see the defense off the field, or I should say on the field first. The coin is in the air, and the official tonight, Chris Rushin, puts his hand on Garrett Laslier. Laslier wins the toss, and the Mules are going to receive first, that'll be a first for the Mules. Normally, we see the defense right off the bat, but tonight, we're going to see the Mules offense come up, and that's a welcome sign for Coach Sievers. I guess he had a change of heart to begin with. He was thinking that, you know what, we were going to see the defense first, but his Mules are ready, and we're going to see if Poplar Bluff is going to be able to come away with points right out of the gate here tonight. We'll see if Poplar Bluff is able to get that done. So now Cape Central, they are the home team tonight. They are wearing their black jerseys with the orange numbers, the black helmets. The Mules are the away team. And of course, for the Poplar Bluff Mules, they are wearing their white uniforms with the maroon pants and the maroon helmets, also the maroon numbers as well. So now we're going to see the Tigers coming out to begin with, and we shall see if the Mules offense is going to be able to take care of business right off the bat here tonight. So the Tigers are going to come out. They are going to kick off here tonight. TJ Mackins, number 80. He is going to kick off here tonight. The Mules are going to go from left to right on your radio dial. So Cape Central now set to kick off, and that's going to put the Tigers now. They will go right to left. So for the Tigers, number 80, TJ Mackins will kick off. Back to return for the Mules is Chris Matlock. It'll be a short kick taken at the 30-yard line. It'll be picked up by Poplar Bluff. And that'll be picked up by number 20, Calvin Anderson. Anderson, after a 30-yard kickoff, not much on the return. And Calvin Anderson is going to get it out across the 40-yard line to about the 42, or make that 38-yard line rather. So that's going to be a return of 8 yards, and we are underway with 11:55 here to go in the first quarter of play. So now first First play from scrimmage is Amari White breaks through, and he'll get all the way down to about the 45-yard line of Poplar Bluff. And just like that, Amari White giving the Mules a first-choice insurance. Mules first down, a 17-yard pickup. Mules are going to waste no time. They're going basically no huddle right now. The clock continues to run. There's another handoff to Amari White. White this time is not going to get nearly as much yards, but he's still going to get down to about the 42-yard line. That's a gain of nearly 3 yards. It'll bring up second down and about 7 to go. So now empty backfield for Poplar Bluff. Cannon Carr looking over at the sideline, and he gets the play that he wants. Now he puts a man in motion. Amari White, there's the handoff. White trying to break outside. He's not going to go anywhere on the run, and that's going to bring up a third down coming up for the Mules. Third down coming up. Mules entering this contest. 61% on third down conversions. Already a third down and 7 for Poplar Bluff. We haven't seen Cannon Carr sling the football yet. Hopefully that's going to happen here on the play. Hard snap count. Nope, he's going to keep it himself. He's got some wheels. He'll get inside the 40-yard line. Still not going to be a first down, but he will get down to the 37-yard line. So a quarterback keeper for Cannon Carr picks up about 5 yards, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Coming up, fourth down and 2 with 10:29 to go in the first quarter of play. Mules have not been too successful on fourth down conversions. They're going to try it. They've got the first down and then some. Amari White gives the Mules a first choice insurance. Mules first down inside the 35-yard line. He will get down to about the 34-yard line, it looks like, or make that 33. So he did gain 4 yards. 10 minutes and 29 seconds. There is another quarterback keeper up the middle, and he'll get down to about the 31-yard line. So the Mules are wasting no time as he gains 2 yards on the play. 9:54 now and counting here in the first quarter of play. And the Mules right now driving second down coming up for Poplar Bluff. Second down and about 8 to go on the 31-yard line. So the Mules now trying to find something. Now Cannon Carr's going to pass. He's got a man on the outside. Did he make the catch? He did. Jacob Baller, first connection of the ball game. And Cannon Carr finds that Jacob Baller along the outside. He'll get all the way down to about the 4-yard line. It is a gain of 27 yards. And the Mules have a first choice insurance. Mules first down. Carr now being flushed outside the pocket. Throws in the end zone. It's no good. It's incomplete. It was intended for Nick Brummett. So this one is incomplete, and that's going to bring up a second and goal now for the Mules with 9:20 remaining here in the first quarter of play. 9 minutes and 20 seconds left. We'll get you to our Mules trivia after this Mules first drive. We're in the red zone presented by Christian Automotive and Tire. 9:20 to go, second and goal now. There's a handoff up the middle to Amari White. Amari White scores the first touchdown for the Mules. It is a 4-yard touchdown run, and the Mules with 9:16 to play, they lead this ball game 6-0. Ron Withrow is tuning in tonight. Chandler Beaton comes in for the extra point attempt. It is presented by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers. Cannon Carr is the holder. Here's the snap. Ball is on the way, and it's no good. It goes to the left side. So the Mules, after the missed extra point, they do lead this ball game 6-0. We'll take a timeout and come right back as the Mules now lead it 6-0 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
The Scott Law Group, a family-owned firm providing trusted legal counsel for matters pertaining to real estate, personal injury, criminal, and family law. Call 785-4688 or online, scottlawgroupmode.com.
Go Mules! The Bank of Missouri wishes the Mules a fantastic season. Live well, play well, bank well. At 130 years strong, you can count on us to support you through all the seasons of life.
And we are back here live at Cape Central High School, where the Mules have come out and they have scored first against the Tigers out of Cape Central. Poplar Bluff now leads it by a score of 6-0. And, of course, here tonight the Mules are looking to capitalize as much as they can. So here tonight the Mules take the opening drive. They decide they want to be able to come out. They want to be able to put their offense on the football field first. They do just that, and they're able to go down the football field. They go 9 plays and 62 yards. Chandler Beaton is going to kick it in the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback for Poplar Bluff. And now we'll see Cape Central here bringing out their offense for the first time in the football game with 9:16 to go here in the first quarter of play. Tonight, we've got your Mules trivia coming up in just a moment. Every time the Mules score a touchdown tonight on social media, let's get those boom comments going tonight. Mules already up 6-0, and we'll see now what the Tigers are able to do with it on their first trip on offense. John Rice is tuning in tonight. Big Mules fan. Glad to have our general manager on board. So now Adrian Fox, the quarterback for the Tigers of Cape Central. It's going to be a handoff. Good yardage up front. Hunter Jenkins is able to make the stop. So a quick run by Morgan Diamond. Diamond gets up about to the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 yards. And now it'll be 8:56. Second down coming up. Second down and 5. Dakota McElhaney, glad to have you alongside, my friend. Glad you're tuning in. Adrian Fox, shotgun formation this time. He's going to pass outside. He misses one tackle but can't miss another, as once again Hunter Jenkins is able to make the stop pretty quick, as Adrian Fox is able to get it to Clayton McLeod. It is going to be enough for a first down. It'll be at the 31-yard line, a gain of 6 yards. 8:33 now here in the first quarter of play. And now Cape Central has it, as they are now on the move. There's a quick handoff yet again. Jenkins for his third tackle. On the assist that time is Jacob Baller. And once again, another run right up the middle by Morgan Diamond. And he's going to get near the 40. They're going to say on the 40-yard line for a 9-yard pickup. And that's going to bring up second down and 1 to go. Coming up now on 8 minutes here in the first quarter of play, it's 6-0 Poplar Bluff. Stacy Rommel tuning in tonight. Glad to have you alongside. We're just getting started for Poplar Bluff Mules football. Diamond again's got a first down and then some. Good job by Jacob Baller on the tackle. He's out to about the 45, maybe 46-yard line. It is going to be a first down, so another 6-yard gain by Morgan Diamond. And that's going to bring up a first down and 10 with 7:49 left here in the first quarter. Eric, we are going to broadcast some baseball again this season, my good man. We had a lot of fun doing that last year. We did all the home games last year, a couple of away games. It's just so tricky during the away games. And there's a quarterback sack. The first man through to get him. It's going to be number 3. That's Romeo Walter on the sack. Good job there by the Mules. And he's going to be marked back at the 39-yard line. So that's a loss of 7 yards. And that's going to bring up now second down and 17 with 7:04. We're introducing our new scoreboard here tonight. You're going to see that pop up on the screen several times. There's another handoff. This one back out to Diamond. Diamond's going to be taken down by Torrance Williams, as Diamond gets a couple of yards. Diamond going to get up to about the 43-yard line, so a gain of 4 yards, and that's going to bring up third down and about 13, make that 36-yard line rather. So he'll lose a couple of yards on that play instead of gaining, and now the quarterback once again is going to be sacked again. Hunter Jenkins in on the assist, but the first man through, it's Torrance Williams and Desmond Howard. Desmond Howard, sportsmanship by him that time on the sack as he helps out the quarterback. And they're going to mark him back at the 33-yard line. So there's the kick by Mackins. It'll be taken by Chris Matlock at the 30-yard line, and he is going to be taken down right where he caught the football. So just like that on the punt, Chris Matlock isn't able to go very far with it, but the Mules are going to have it in really good field position. It'll be a 34-yard punt, as Chris Matlock is not going to be able to run with it with 5:34 left here in the first quarter. Mules will now get the football right back. We're going to do our first trivia question, the next stoppage of play. Cannon Carr gets it to Devin Gatewood, who dropped it along the outside. Second down and 10 to go. 5:31 left in the first quarter of play. It'll be second down and 10 to go. Make sure and share this video feed, like our video feed and share our video feed before we get ready for trivia here in just a few moments for your chance to win a Back to Blue t-shirt and also an Academy Sports and Outdoors gift card. Cannon Carr again, back to Devin Gatewood. Gatewood is going to be near the first down marker. Nope, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at about the 36-yard line, and that's going to bring up now a third down for Poplar Bluff. He does pick up about 6 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up now a third down and 4 with 5:24 left in the first quarter of play. So now we'll see what the Mules are able to do with it here tonight on a third down and short. It's going to be a quarterback keeper. Cannon Carr's got a first down and then some. He's out across the 45 to the 47-yard line. It is a first choice insurance. Mules first down. Mules getting 11 yards on the play. And now just like that, no huddle for Poplar Bluff. Cannon Carr bringing his offense right back up now to the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a whistle here and maybe a timeout called. It is going to be a timeout by Cape Central with 5:13 to go in the first quarter of play. Mules driving yet again on their own 47-yard line. So let's talk about Mules trivia tonight. Let's do our first trivia question. What do you say? Now remember tonight, to take part in trivia, we ask you to like our video feed, share our video feed, and give us your answer. Here is our question. The Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons in program history. One in 1966, one in 1990, and then 2017. What I want to know is who were the 3 head coaches during those seasons? Was it A, Jim Brown, Paul Weber, and Mark Bruce? Was it B, Paul Weber, Jim Lauer, or Stan Bullington? Or Jim Lohr, Mark Bruce, and David Sievers? Or D, Jim Lohr, Paul Weber, and Mark Bruce? If you know the right answer, then give us a shout on our Facebook page and our YouTube channel, and we will give you the answer coming up at halftime. And make sure to like our video feed and share the video feed if you want to win a Back to Blue t-shirt or a gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors. Mules nearly picked off. Good coverage by the Cape Central Tigers. Number 21 that time. That is Manny Kinder, who nearly came up with an interception. And that's going to bring up now a third down, or make that second down and 10 from the 47-yard line. Get your answers coming in to our trivia. Make sure to take part, share our video feed, and like us. And we'll select a winner coming up at halftime. A lot of answers coming in here tonight. We will give you the answer at halftime. Cannon Carr's going downfield and doesn't connect to Nick Brummett. A little miscommunication, and that's going to bring up a third down and 10 for Poplar Bluff. 5:03 to go here in the first quarter of play. And the Mules once again, another third down coming up. It's third down and 10. The Mules right now, they are 1 of 2 on third down conversions. Cannon Carr now looking over toward the sideline, getting the play that he wants. Here on third down and 10, Mules coming out with 4 wideouts, 1 to the far, 3 to the near. He's going over the head of Jacob Ballard along the outside, and that's going to bring up a fourth down for Poplar Bluff. And we should see Garrett Laslier coming out now. Cannon Carr to begin the ball game is just 2 out of 7 so far. 33 yards passing here tonight for the Cape Central, or I should say the Poplar Bluff Mules. Cape Central is going to come out and play offense now. Back to return for the Tigers is Clayton McClard. There's the kick by Garrett Laslier, and Cape Central just does the right thing, and they move away from the punt. And Garrett Laslier tonight coming out for his first punt of the football game. And he's able to get it down to about the 28-yard line is where they're going to officially mark him down. It is a 25-yard punt for the Mules. It doesn't touch a Cape player. There is 4:48 left here in the first quarter. And the Mules right now coming out. The new head coach, Eric, is David Sievers. He has been here 4 years. I may have just gave a hint on trivia and didn't realize it. But that's okay, though. It's my show. There's a quick pass to McClard. McClard was wide open, and he could not get the pass in there. Good throw by Adrian Fox. It'll bring up second down and 10. We do have our new scoreboard, as you can see on your screens at home or your phones. We're going to have that going a lot here tonight, so that way you can see how much time is left, what down we're on, and how many yards to go, and most importantly, how many timeouts are left, and the overall score. So now Adrian Fox coming out. It's going to be another handoff. This time it's going to go to the far side. Brummett making the tackle, so does Lane Savat. Lane Savat making that tackle that time. It'll be Tyree Jackson. And they're going to get him out to about the 34-yard line. So that's a gain of about 6 yards. And that's going to bring up third down and 4 coming up. Thank you, Matt. We appreciate that, my friend. He says it's fancy. So now third down and 4 for the Tigers. They're 0 for 1 so far. There's another handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback, and it's going to be given to McClard, and McClard dropped it. It would have been a loss of yards anyway, and that's going to bring up a fourth down and 4 from the 34-yard line with 4:34 left here in the first quarter of play. So, just like that, the Mules doing their job on defense. And we'll see what Cape Central wants to do with it now. Cape Central huddling up, and I would say they're going to punt this football away. I can't imagine that they are going to do anything other. We'll see. No, they're going to keep it themselves, and they may regret that. They will. They were going to try. Sometimes the quarterback, Adrian Fox, will kick it away, but in this case, he kept the football, and he's going to be taken back at about the 26-yard line. A big loss of about 8 yards, and now the Mules are going to have it here tonight with 4:29 left in quarter number 1. The Mules coming up with a big time stop. Big stop that time. That deserves a lot of booms for the Mules defense. Devin Gatewood gets the pass inside the 20. He's inside the Christian Automotive entire red zone, and he is going to be down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of about 12 yards and a First Choice Insurance Mules first down. So now we'll see what the Mules can do with it. 4:21. He did step out of bounds, so the clock will stop here in the first quarter. So now Carr is going to be thrown to Darius Graham, who was on the football field, and he is going to be incomplete. So now for Cannon Carr, coming up on a 2nd down and 10, 4:17 left to go here in the first quarter of play. There's the booms coming in. That's what I like to see on our Facebook feed. Make sure on our trivia question, the Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons back in 1966, 1990, and 2017. Who were the 3 head coaches? A, B, C, or D? And make sure and share the video feed. A high snap. Cannon Carr somehow comes up with it, but he'll lose some yards all the way back near the 20-yard line after a bad snap. So a bad snap, and it's going to be a loss all the way back to the 20-yard line, and that's a loss of 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 16 to go with 3:44 and counting. So now Carr looking back over toward the sideline, getting what he needs. Big down coming up. Carr looking toward the end zone, and he's got a man. It's going to be picked off. It's picked off by the Tigers. Devin Gatewood, there is a flag down. The ball was intended for Jacob Ballard. It hit him, and it's going to be, I believe, a face mask. So the interception is going to stand. So now we're going to see exactly. No, the ball was intended for Nick Brummett, not Jacob Ballard on the replay. So just like that, Cape Central now coming up. William Jones is going to get it to the 38-yard line. And that's where Cape Central will have the football. So he returned it to the 23, but then you've got the penalty on top of that. Or no, they're going to add 5 more yards onto it, rather. So they're going to add. So now it was a 5-yard penalty. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 now with 3:20 left here in the first quarter on the 38-yard, or make that 43-yard line. And it's incomplete. So it's incomplete. So 2nd down and 10 to go. 2nd down and 10. And just like that now, Cape coming right back up. And now here, going along the outside, and he's still on his feet. Cape Central, Tyree Jackson on a 2nd down and 10. It is a Cape Central 1st down. So now on the run, Cape Central, Tyree Jackson is inside Mules territory to about the 44-yard line. That's a gain of 13 yards, 3:06. Mules have their first interception of the ball game, our first turnover. And here come the Mules again. They're going to take him. Oh, good pass to Tyree Jackson. It could have been a major loss, but he's able to get back up to the line of scrimmage, and he's not going to get much more than that. He's not going to get much more. Maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. They're going to say a half a yard. We'll give him a full yard. So it's 2nd down and 9. Clock continues to run. Under 2.5 minutes in the first quarter of play. This one's a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he has taken off near the 31-yard line. They're going to say down to the 30, Adrian Fox. That's a 13-yard gain by the Tigers. And now Cape Central's got something going here in the first quarter of play, 2:17 and counting. So Cape Central about to the 30-yard line. We'll see what the Mules can do with it here. There's another high snap. No, it's going to be another quarterback keeper again. This one down to about the 26-yard line. So a gain of 4 yards with under 2 minutes left here in the first quarter of play. John Gala checking in. Love to have you in. He says, Mr. Boom is here. Thank you, Erica. We appreciate you tuning in tonight. Let us know if you're watching outside of Poplar Bluff. Where are those out-of-state folks at tonight? That's what I want to know. Another quarterback keeper again. Good job by the Mules this time. Kason King in on the tackle. As Adrian Fox again, he's just going to keep it himself. And he's going to gain about 2 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 coming up. It's a 3rd down and 4 for the Tigers of Cape Central. Under a minute left here in the first quarter of play. Tigers are 0 for 2 right now on 3rd down, 0 of 1 on 4th down. They are just outside the red zone. There's a quarterback, or I should say a handoff up the middle. It'll be enough for a 1st down. Tyree Jackson, I believe, was the man through the middle. So Tyree Jackson is going to get inside the 20-yard line. There's a 1st down for the Cape Central Tigers. He'll have it on the 18-yard line, a gain of 6. So Cape Central, they are content with running the football tonight. Adrian Fox is 2 of 5 so far tonight, just 7 yards. Tyree Jackson, though, 3 carries for 25 yards. Morgan Diamond has 5 carries and 17 yards here in the first quarter of play. 21 seconds. This may be the final play of the quarter. They're going in the end zone, wide open. Clayton McClard for the touchdown. Clayton McClard for the touchdown was wide open in the end zone with 13 13 seconds left. In Cape Central now, they are an extra point away from taking the lead against Poplar Bluff. And they may not kick it. They may decide to come out here and do the 2-point conversion. There is 13 seconds left here in the first quarter of play. Adrian Fox now 3 of 6, 25 yards. And he has that 1 touchdown pass. They're going to go ahead and try to kick it. TJ Mackins, and it's going to be blocked. So there you go. Just like that, we are all tied up now at 6 points apiece. Each team is unable to convert the extra point. We'll be back. We are all tied up at 6 apiece on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Las Margaritas and Mayas, serving up the best authentic Mexican food since 1997. The Esquivel family, always proud to support our Poplar Bluff Mules.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a third-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
So we are all tied up now at 6 apiece as we welcome you back now to Cape Central. I'm Frankie Castile, 7:31 on this Friday night. So glad to have you alongside. And for the Mules right now, from the kickoff coming up by Cape Central, you can tell this is not what the Mules thought was going to happen. Anderson on the kickoff gets it at the 30 again. And he's going to be taken down at about the 37-yard line. So only a return of about 7 yards. A 30-yard kickoff here tonight as Calvin Anderson, depending on where they spot him, they're going to give him a very generous spot. And he'll have it on the 39-yard line with only about 4 seconds left. So this shall be the last play of the first quarter. So there's the pitch outside to Amari White. White getting some blocking, is inside Cape territory. When we come back, we will begin the second quarter, a 30-second timeout. Mules have it 1st and 10 on the Tiger 45-yard line. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.basco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
And we are back here live as we begin the second quarter of play. So glad to have you alongside. So we've got some folks tuning in. Phyllis in Springfield, Missouri. We've got, let's see here, I saw some other folks. Lee Wallace tuning in from Evansville, Indiana, saying, "Go Mules." Remember our trivia question here tonight. And our trivia question, the Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons in program history. One in 1966, 1990, and 2017. What I want to know is who were the 3 coaches during those programs. We will post the answers on the screen momentarily. Janice is tuning in all the way down in Texas. To take part, make sure and like our video and share the video, not to mention comment, and we'll pick a winner coming up at halftime here tonight. Lots of folks already giving us the right answer. Cannon Carr's going to get out of bounds at about the 42 or 43-yard line, depending on where they spot him out. Also, let us know, there's the questions and the answers there. A 3-yard gain by Cannon Carr. I was also going to say, let us know if you like the clock that we've got that you see every few plays. We're trying to, remember, I have to do the clock up here in the booth, so we're doing the best we can. The ball comes loose, and I believe Cape Central the Mules come away with it. It'll be all the way back on the 45-yard line. Cannon Carr nearly lost it, and Cape Central nearly recovered it. So now it's a loss of 3 yards on the play. 11:30 left here in the first half of play. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Mules. 3rd down and 10. We are all tied up at 6 points apiece. The Mules coming in the ball game 55% on 3rd down conversions. Right now they're 1 of 4. And the balls came out of the hands just as Brummett went down to the turf. And that's going to be incomplete. And that's going to bring up now a 4th down and 10. And we're going to see the punting team coming out for Poplar Bluff. The punting team is coming out for Poplar Bluff. And that means we're going to see Garrett Laslier for the 2nd time here tonight. Back to return, standing at his own 17-yard line for Cape Central, Clayton McClard. High snap and nearly blocked, but the Mules get a small. There is a flag that came in at the very end of that play. I don't know if it's going to be running into the kicker, but it looked like he extended the arms, and I didn't think he actually made contact. We'll see who it's against. They're pointing toward Cape Central. We'll see. Chris Russian, the lead official tonight. It'll be against Cape Central. Illegal block in the back. So the punt is going to stand, and it's going to have Cape Central backed up even further. So they will take over deep in their own territory. It'll be a 10-yard penalty. And it'll be 1st and 10 from the... Going to be on the 17-yard line after a... So it's going to be a 10-yard penalty. Cape Central for the 10 yards. With 10:57 left here in the first half of play. It'll be 1st and 10 on their own 17-yard line. We'll get you some baseball scores coming up here momentarily and a check of that Kennett ball game. There's a pass outside to Tyree Jackson. Good job by Nick Brummett. Also Lane Savant also in on the stop as well. So Tyree Jackson is going to get about 3 yards on that completion. It'll bring up 2nd down and 7 to go with 10:50 left here in the first half. Right now the Tampa Bay Rays, they lead 5-4, bottom of the 4th inning right now. Houston defeats Chicago White Sox. Milwaukee defeats Atlanta earlier today. And then the Dodgers and the Giants later on tonight. There's another run by Tyree Jackson. Hunter Jenkins is in on the stop. Lane Savant is also there as well. So Tyree Jackson right now, he is doing it all, whether it's through the air or on the ground. He gets up to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 6 yards, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Tigers. So far tonight, Cape Central just 1 of 3 on 3rd down conversion so far. Erica says, where is John Scott? I can tell you tonight, he is watching his daughter play soccer tonight, as there's the handoff going up the middle. So Fox decides to hold the football himself, and he will have enough for a Central 1st down as he gets to about the 27-yard line, just enough for the 1st down. We have been told that next week during halftime we'll be joined by John Scott, so we're excited to have him in the broadcast booth. Keep your comments coming here tonight on our trivia question. Still got about 10 minutes here to play before halftime, where we're going to give away an Academy Sports and Outdoors gift card. Good job by Hunter Jenkins. Also Logan Height in on the tackle. First run that we have seen in quite some time by Morgan Diamond. He's going to get about 5 yards out to the 32-yard line. That'll bring up a second down and about 5 to go. So right now, Jackson, can't say I didn't see this one coming. Jackson already leading Farmington right now, 28-0 with 8:22 left before halftime. Sykeston leading Charleston 22-0 as well. The ball comes loose. It is a fumble, but it's going to be recovered by Cape Central. Clayton McClard dropped it. Adrian Fox picks it back up. So it's going to be a loss coming up of about 5 yards, all the way back to about the 27. And that's going to bring up third down and about 9. So a big stop by the Mules now is needed. It is 6-6 is your score with about 8:29 left here in the first half. Boy, what a stop this would be on third down if they're able to control it. And good defense that time by Mikael McFarland. It was intended for McClard, incomplete pass, and that's going to bring up a fourth down and about 9 here for the Tigers. Big defensive stop that time by Poplar Bluff. That is a big stop. So Sykeston winning their ball game right now. There is a good punt, but we're going to get flags and whistles. It's going to be against the Tigers. It's going to be a false start against the Tigers, and that's going to back them up 5 more yards. So instead of it being 4th and 9, it's going to be about 4 and about 14. So we'll redo it again. It is now 6-0 Kennett over Dexter. They're in the second quarter with about 6 minutes to go in that ball game in the first half. Once again, this one is a pretty good punt by the Tigers. It's going to go out of bounds near the 45-yard line. They're going to say he'll punt it right to the 45-yard line of Poplar Bluff. So the Mules are going to come out after a 33-yard kick. None on the return. So now Cape Central back on defense. 8:05 left in the first half. So right now, Kennett leading just by a touchdown right now over the Dexter Bearcats. So now we'll see the Mules coming right back out on offense. Remember, take part in our trivia. Make sure and share our video feed, like our video feed, and also submit your answer. And we're going to come out later on at halftime and give you the answer to our trivia question. We've got a good one lined up for second half, too, as Amari White takes the carry up the middle, and he'll be about the 48, maybe 49-yard line, depending on where they spot him down. And it'll be at the 48-yard line, so there's a gain of about 3 yards. It'll bring up second down and 7. Mules not wasting any time. They go right up to the line of scrimmage. Amari White is going to line up right beside him. Cannon Carr's got 3, 4 wideouts, 2 to the far, 2 to the near. They're going to hand it back off to Amari White. Stumbles his way to about the 44, or make that 46 or so yard line. He is close to a first down, but not going to have enough just yet. They may mark him back just a little bit. They're going to mark him down at about the 48-yard line, so only a gain of 4 yards. And now it is third down and about 3, or make that 2 for the Poplar Bluff Mules. 7 minutes now is all that's left in the first half. Amari White leans forward, and I don't think he's going to have enough for the first down. I believe it's going to be a fourth down coming up, but it is going to be literally 4th and about 1. It'll be 4th down and a short 1. They need to get to the 45-yard line. Need to get to the 45. Mules tonight are just 1 out of 6 on 3rd down conversions. They are 1 of 1 on 4th down tonight. Here's another big 4th down play. Carr looking over at Coach Dave Sievers and Coach Patillo for the play. It's going to be more than likely going to go back to Amari White. No, they're going to try to keep it. Cannon Carr cannot go anywhere. Turnover on downs after he's sacked behind the line of scrimmage. So now Tigers are going to have great field position after the Mules could not get just 6 inches. And where are they going to say? He got marked back to about the 50-yard line. So that's where the Tigers will take over with 6:06 left in the first half. Mules now just 1 of 2 on 4th down conversions. Not the start that the Mules wanted here tonight. Only a 6-6 score. You've got to ask yourself, how much of last week is still on our minds? Adrian Fox is going to push his way to about the 47-yard line, so he'll gain about 3 yards. He's inside Mules territory, 2nd down and 7. Under 6 minutes now here in the first half. All that remains. So now for Poplar Bluff, got to figure out a way to somehow get some points on that board. And another quarterback keeper again, this time Nick Brummett. Ben Kalklaser is in there. Caleb Hosler is in there. Chris Matlock, Logan Height. So now the Mules, as Adrian Fox is going to get it to about the 43-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down and 3. 5 minutes now. All of that remains in the first half. Another big 3rd down coming up. You got to believe you're going to be in 4-down territory. Jackson is not going to let it get that far. I believe he's got enough for a 1st down, a Cape Central 1st down to the 40-yard line. It gains 3 yards, and there's a 1st down by the Tigers.
1st and 10 Tigers from the Mules 40.
Sykeston leading 22-8 Jackson right now. They lead 35-0 against Farmington. 4:20 left in the first half of play. Jackson's not messing around. Jackson right now letting them have it. Tyree Jackson again getting some pretty good yardage on 1st down, as he's going to get about 5 more yards. So far here in the first half, Cape Central, they have owned the line of scrimmage when it comes to running the football. They have done very well so far tonight against the Mules defense when they are running the football. Adrian Fox tonight, just 4 out of 8 so far, 28 yards. Tyree Jackson, though, play clock is down to about 9. Tyree Jackson, 39 yards on the ground. There's the pitch outside to Tyree Jackson. And he's not going to have a 1st down. Mules not fooled that time. We'll see where they wrap him up at. So now 3:25 and counting here as he gets down to about the 35-yard line, or make that 32-yard line rather. So a gain of 3 yards. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 3:06 to go. It is 6-6 is your score. There's a pass outside. And not going to go anywhere on that stop. Tyree Jackson's going to lose some yards. So Tyree Jackson is back to the 35-yard line. That's a loss of about 3 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 5 coming up. Erica tuning in from Kansas City, Missouri. Glad to have you alongside here tonight. So Cape Central, they are going to go for it tonight. They're going to go for it here on 4th down and 5. The Mules may have jumped. And if that is the case, that's going to give them a 1st down. They did. So there's the penalty against Poplar Bluff. It's not going to be a 1st down, though, but it's going to be a lot closer. About to the 41, or make that 31-yard line. So it's offsides against the Mules. It is 4th down and inches on the 31-yard line. My goodness. Boy, this is a big down for the Mules. There's the snap, and Tyree Jackson's got a 1st down and much more. He'll be taken inside about the 15-yard line. Just needed 1 yard, and he's going to get down to about the 15. He is inside the red zone now. And they're going to mark him right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 16 yards.
Official timeout on the field.
And that is an official timeout with 2:18 left to play in the first half. So Gina tuning in all the way from Montana. Glad to have you alongside, Miss Gina. So our trivia question here tonight. The Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons in program history. 1 in 1966, 1 in 1990, and 2017. Who were the 3 head coaches during those seasons? A, Jim Brown, Paul Weber, and Mark Bruce. Paul Weber, Jim Lauer, and Stan Bullington. Or Lohr, rather, and Stan Bullington. Jim Lohr, Mark Bruce, and David Sievers. Or D, Jim Lohr, Paul Weber, and Mark Bruce. If you know the right answer, let us know about it. And if you win, we'll announce your winner coming up at halftime. Remember, to take part tonight, you've got to share the video if you want to win a gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors, and also one of these awesome Back to Blue t-shirts, courtesy of Southeast Sign and Graphics and by Barker's Towing. So if you know the right answer, make sure and share the video. Kevin Vaughn is tuning in from Oklahoma. Glad to have him alongside tonight. So that pause in the action, by the way, a Cape Central Tiger player looks like was down on the turf. And I can only imagine, I don't know exactly why the timeout was called, other than possibly, I know here recently Cape Central had a young man that there was a Mules player that was also down as well, from what we're being told. Did not get his number. He's not on my roster. So now, 1st down and 10 following that, and Tyree Jackson, Mikkel McFarland hangs on to him. Also Garrett Laslier as well.
Tyree Jackson, the ball carrier.
There's a flag down as well, so we'll see where this one winds up with only 1:59 left here in the first half of play. So now the officials get together. Unsportsmanlike conduct from Poplar Bluff.
Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty against the Mules.
And that's going to bring them up to about the 4-yard line now, following that unsportsmanlike conduct. And that should be about a 4-yard, should be half the distance to the goal. And if that's the case, that'll be all the way on the 4-yard line. It is. So first and goal now from the 4-yard line. 1:59 left here in the first half of play. We are tied up at 6 points apiece. And by the way, Cape Central, they will get the football to begin the second half. So Cape Central really trying to do a 2-for-1 right now, trying to score and then get the ball back when we get back to second half action. Right now, Tyree Jackson, 9 carries, 65 yards in the first half. Adrian Fox, 5 carries, or make that 5 for 9. And this time he's going to keep it himself. Mules are not going to let loose. Nick Brummett doing a great job staying with him. Quarterback keeper that time. And it'll bring up second and goal. We'll see where they spot the football. He may have lost a yard. I believe he did on the 5-yard line. So a 1:17 and counting. Still a 6-6 ball game. The Mules are 1 of 6 on third down conversions. However, Cape Central, they are 3 out of 7. So now Cape Central coming right back to the line of scrimmage. Under a minute to go. Second down and goal on the 5. Kennett leads by a touchdown. We're going to get a whistle here, and timeout going to be called. This one against Cape Central. They've got one more left in the half with 51 seconds. All that remains here before halftime. So real quick, make sure and get your answers in. The Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons in program history. One in 1966, 1990, and 2017. Who were the 3 head coaches during those seasons? Jim Brown, Paul Weber, or Mark Baruch? Paul Weber, Jim Lauer, and Stan Bullington. Jim Lohr, Mark Baruch, and David Severs, or Jim Lohr, Paul Weber, and Mark Baruch. Those are the choices. Last chance to submit your answers, and we'll give you that answer coming up at halftime. Coach Steve Edwards is submitting his answer, and Coach Edwards is correct. But you can't win, my friend. I apologize for that. You're not eligible this time around. So Cape Central coming back out. We'll see what they're able to do with 51 seconds left. Check in on that Kennett game right now. It is now 18-0 Kennett. They lead late in the first half. This time, first man through, Hunter Jenkins. Tyree Jackson could not do anything with it. Tyree Jackson, 32 seconds. Boy, what a stop this would be if the Mules are able to hold them up. Third and goal on the 5 with under 30 seconds left in the first half. They've got one timeout left. They've got time to run one more play before they've got to call a timeout. They throw in the end zone. It's picked off by Nick Brummett. Morgan Diamond throws it, and it's picked off by the Mules. So Morgan Diamond, they tried to get cute in the end zone, and the Mules come up with the interception as Nick Brummett, it's intercepted, and that with 7 seconds left in the first half. That'll put the Mules now 1st and 10 on the 20-yard line. That deserved booms everywhere. The Mules have struggled, to say the least, in the first half, and that might be what the Mules need to get going, getting ready for the second half. Don't expect anything major to come out of this. maybe the Mules are going to try to run a play. Cannon Carr's back in the pocket, looking downfield, and he's just going to run out of bounds as time expires. And the Mules go into the half. We are all tied up at 6 points apiece. If you would have told me this would be the halftime score, I would have said, no way. I don't think anybody would have believed Poplar Bluff and Cape Central to be tied up at the half. But that's where we are right now, as the Mules right now find themselves in a battle for sure against the Cape Central Tigers. It is 8 o'clock on this Friday night. Coming up next, we're going to get to your halftime report. It's being brought to you by Los Margaritas, Mayas, and Taco Taco. We'll be back. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
First Choice Insurance. Let their family protect your family. They provide insurance for home, auto, life, health, farm, and recreational vehicles. Call today for a free quote. 573-686-2870. First Choice Insurance. Our family protecting your family. Breathe easier and extend the life of your HVAC system, plus fewer repair bills with Air Solutions Comprehensive Maintenance Plan. You'll save money and get the peace of mind that only comes from calling Air Solutions. 785-1500.
And we are back here live as we are back at halftime, and the Mules right now find themselves in quite the battle against the Tigers out of Cape Central. Coming up at halftime, it's being brought to you by Las Margaritas Mayas and Taco Taco. We will have for you our trivia winner coming up in just a moment, but right now, what we want to do is we want to, first off, we're going to interview the coach, Tony Kirkley. We'll let him get mic'd up here. And, Coach, so far here in the first half, if you would have told me this game would have been 6-6, I would have said no way. So talk about the first half overall for the Mules. What have you liked so far? But most importantly, what have you not liked and got to clean up here in the second half?
Well, fundamentally, I think across the board defensively, we're not playing. We're getting too far in the backfield. We got to change some of that stuff up. We got to own the line of scrimmage, and we're not doing that right now. We're running past the running back, and we're not getting hands on. We're not getting good tackles right now.
So tonight here, the Mules have the one pick, and then, of course, Cape Central. How big was it for you guys as it was first and goal on the 4-yard line, able to make a stop in the backfield, and then on third and goal, able to intercept Adrian Fox, or Morgan Diamond, rather, in the end zone to run the last play going out of bounds into halftime? Does that momentum carry over for you guys in the second half, do you think?
Yeah, it's a good stop for us defensively. We didn't want them to go going into halftime with a lead. We want to keep that game 6-6. It's not what we want it to be right now. We were expecting that we would be up a couple touchdowns, but we're just not playing some good football right now, and that's got to change in the second half for us to get out of here with a win.
So here tonight, Cannon Carr has not been able to find open receivers here, and that's a tribute to the Cape Central defense. And I talked to you last week. We know homecomings, senior nights, and pink out nights can be a distraction. That's what it is so far. Cape Central will get the football first. How critical will it be for your team to come out and maybe force a 3-and-out, or at least get the football back before Cape Central can put up more points in that second half?
It's very important, but we got to stop playing at their level. And right now we're doing a lot of that. We're not, whether it's offense, whether it's defense, we're playing tempo at their level. And regardless of a homecoming or whatever else might be going on, we got to be prepared mentally, and we got to get out there and do what we're supposed to do and what we came here to do.
All right, Coach, thank you so much for the time. Good luck to you coming up in the second half. We'll see you guys after the ball game.
Okay, thank you.
Coach Kirkley joining us live here at the half, brought to you by Las Margaritas Mayas and Taco Taco. Always love having him come in and talk to us here during the half to kind of give us an idea of what is going on in the locker room. And, of course, we love talking to him to kind of get an idea of what exactly is going to be said coming up by Coach Sievers at the half. So once again, let's talk a little bit about what's going on in the first half. Each team scoring 6 points. Neither team is able to get an extra point in the first quarter with 9:16 left in the first quarter. Amari White goes for 4 yards and the touchdown good. The extra point is no good by Chandler Beaton. And then with 13 seconds left in the first quarter, Adrian Fox passes to Clayton McClard at 18 yards. The point after was blocked by TJ Mackins, no good, and that's where we are, 6 points apiece. The numbers are, quite honestly, they're very similar. The Mules have ran 27 plays, 106 yards. Cape Central, they have ran 36 plays, and they've only got 118 yards of offense. Each team, the Mules averaging about 4 yards a play, while Cape Central, they are averaging about 3.5 yards per play. The Mules so far, thankfully, no fumbles to this point, but each team does have a turnover on interceptions. You look at the first downs in the first half. Cape Central, they've got 10. The Mules have 7. And to me, the biggest thing is that third down conversion. Right now, Cape Central, they are 3 out of 8, while the Mules, they are 1 out of 6. And by the way, the Mules entering tonight's ball game, when it comes to third down conversions, the Mules were about 63%. Meanwhile, the opponents were about 34%. And so far tonight, the Mules are about 17%, while Cape Central is at 38%. And then on fourth down conversions entering the ball game, the Mules just 2 of 9. They are 1 of 2 tonight. Meanwhile, Cape Central, they are 1 out of 4 when it comes to third down conversions here tonight. Looking at the overall passing numbers, Adrian Fox is 5 out of 9, 25 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. interceptions. You look at Morgan Diamond, he's got no completions right there before halftime, does have the interception. Let's look at on the ground. That's been the biggest difference so far. Tyree Jackson for the Tigers, 10 carries, 65 yards. He's got 6.5 yards per carry. Looking at Morgan Diamond, 6 carries for 22 yards. And then Adrian Fox, he's got 9 carries for 11 yards. And then through the air, Clayton McLeod, 2 catches, 24 yards. Tyree Jackson's got 3 catches for just 1 yard. And then let's look over at the Mules entering tonight's ball game. By the way, Cannon Carr was averaging 65% of his throws, coming in a quarterback rating of 118.9, but here in the first half, just 3 out of 11, 45 yards, no touchdowns. He does throw an interception, now 4 interceptions on the year. And then taking a look at some of the ground game, right now it's just been 2 players. Amari White, 9 carries for 53 yards, a touchdown run. Cannon Carr's got 5 carries for 17 yards. He is averaging about 3.5 yards a carry. Jacob Baller has a catch for 27 yards. So far tonight, that is the biggest play of the night for the Mules. Devin Gatewood, he's got 2 catches, 18 yards. And that's where we sit right now in the first half when it comes to the scoring, when it comes to everything the Mules have been able to do so far. Poplar Bluff, by the way, they have really struggled so far, and it comes back to, I believe, some of it does come back to the game last week against Farmington. I think that is on their minds. Maybe they're playing tighter because of the unsportsmanlike penalties. The Mules only have 1 so far this game. They had 7 last week, and I know that all eyes right now are on the Mules. They were expected to come in here, and they were expected to do a lot better against this Cape Central football team, which, by the way, coming in this ball game, they have been shut out 3 times this year. Cape Central only averaging about 6 points a ball game. They scored 6 points in that first half. Nevertheless, that's where we are with a 6-6 tie. It is homecoming night for the Tigers. It is senior night. It is pink out night. No excuses, but all of this is distractions, and you can believe that Cape Central, this is a game they marked on their calendar. They wanted to come out. They wanted to have a good showing for head coach Kent Gibbs. For Cape Central, this is his 3rd season as the head football coach. This year, coming in the ball game 1-4, they wanted to make sure that they were making the impression here against Poplar Bluff. By the way, other scores are going on right now across the area. The big surprise, I knew Jackson was going to win, no doubt about that. But there is a surprise. I did not believe it was going to be 42-0 by halftime. Jackson making a statement over Farmington. A win tonight is going to give Jackson another SEMO Conference North championship, and they continue to dominate in Class 5. They are ranked number 1 for a reason. Also, Sykeston right now, they lead big. They are now leading 30-8 over Charleston. My good friend Sheriff Mark Dobbs is tuning in tonight. Wishes that he was watching the Mules in Cape Central, but Sheriff Dobbs always stays busy 24/7. I don't want his job. He's a class act all the way. Love having Sheriff Dobbs tuning in tonight all the way back in Poplar Bluff. And looking at some of the other scores here tonight, let's check in on the Kennett ball game. At last check, Kennett was having no problems there. Right now, they are at halftime. We'll get you an update coming up here in just a few moments. Our game right here tonight, it is a tie ball game at 6 apiece. And remember, by the way, it's 18-0 right now, as right now it is the Kennett Indians. They lead their ball game right now. They are on the road. They're at Dexter. And, of course, Kennett does lead that ball game 18-0 over Dexter. Don't forget about our question. Coming up, we're going to give you the answer, and we'll select our winner. The Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons in program history. 1 in 1966, 1 in 1990, and in 2017. What I want to know is who were the 3 head coaches during those seasons. Make sure, share the video feed. That's a requirement this time around, I guess you could say. Also, submit your answer, like our video, and share the feed for us. And we'll come back, we'll give you the answer, and we will select our winner. Tonight, the winner will receive a Back to Blue t-shirt and, of course, a gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. We'll select the winner, and we'll tell you the answer coming up as we continue on the Halftime Report. It's all being brought to you by Los Margaritas, Mayas, and Taco Taco. It's all tied up at 6 apiece. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Do you feel that rush of adrenaline? That's the feeling of over 100 years of Poplar Bluff football excellence. Let's make some history.
And touchdown! And we are back here in Cape Central, and tonight we are all knotted up at 6 points apiece so far in the first half. By the way, Cape Central will get the football to begin the second half, but the Mules made a great stop there in that first half to end the first half. An interception thrown by the Tigers of Cape Central, intercepted by Nick Brummett. And that's how that would come to an end. All right, so here was the question one more time. The Mules have had 3 undefeated seasons in program history, one in 1966, one in 1990, one in 2017. Who were the 3 head coaches during those seasons? A was Jim Brown, Paul Weber, and Mark Baruch. Paul Weber, Jim Lohr, and Stan Bullington. C, Jim Lohr, Mark Baruch, and David Sievers. Or D, Jim Lohr, Paul Weber, and Mark Baruch. And the answer here tonight for our first trivia question, it is D, Jim Lohr in 1966, Paul Weber in 1990, and Mark Baruch in 2017. That is the answer. Tonight, our winner is Erica Sexton. She'll pick up a Back the Blue t-shirt and a gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. So congratulations to Erica Sexton. Thank you again for everybody who chimed in on our first trivia question of the night. We will do this again in the second half coming up in just a few moments. We've got a great question lined up too. This one is a combination of folks who gave me the information. I'll have to give credit to our Mules training staff, Heath Willis. Him and I talked last game a lot after the ball game, and he said, you know, I've got one for you. And he asked me the question. I did not know the answer to it, but he knew it, and I was able to do some research, and we were able to come up with the answer. So once again, appreciate everybody who is chiming in tonight on social media. It kind of feels like it's still August outside. I'm ready for fall-like weather. This is not fall-like weather. Mules football, by the way, it's all being brought to you by First Midwest Bank, also being brought to you by Kevin's Auto Repair, our good friends at Poplar Bluff Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialists. Also being brought to you by Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers, the Ozark Federal Credit Union, Air Solutions, also brought to you by First Choice Insurance, Las Margaritas, Mayas, and Taco, Christian Auto Tire, Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, also brought to you by Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and the Bank of Missouri. And by the way, John Scott will be with us next weekend or next Friday at halftime. We have missed that guy. Erica, she is chiming in right now. She's excited she won. I'll get a hold of you after this ball game, Erica, to let you know how to claim your prizes of our Back the Blue t-shirt and the Academy Sports and Outdoors gift card. I'll reach out to you after this ball game and let you know what to do. Thank you so much, Erica, for chiming in. But our good friend John Scott, the school board president, is going to be with us next week in the booth during halftime. It's been a long 3 weeks. We love to have him back. We'll get him back on next week and kind of pick his brains a little bit about what's been going on with Mules, and hopefully the Mules can come out in the second half and do some good things and get the win here tonight. Anything less would be a very big disappointment if the Mules are unable to come away with a win here tonight. Mules have got a lot of road left ahead of them and a lot of work to do as well. We will see coming up if the Mules are able to get this done coming up here at the half. So we'll step away. Our last time out of the half coming up. We will have for you our second half kickoff. By the way, Valley Catholic right now, they also lead New Madrid 42-22, both teams undefeated, and that game is about to go into halftime. But still, Valley Catholic right now, they lead by 20 points in that ball game against New Madrid. We'll step away. Second half is coming up next. We are all tied up at 6 on the Southeast Side and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Christian Automotive and Tire. Quality name brand tires that you know and trust. They also have ASE certified mechanics that have the training, tools, and knowledge to fix your vehicle right the first time. Business 67 South in Poplar Bluff.
Some things have changed since 1952. We changed our name, expanded our territory, and added branches in the communities we serve. But the most important thing remains the same. We treat our members like family. Experience the credit union difference. Ozark Federal Credit Union. Membership eligibility required, insured by NCUA.
We are back here as we get set now for second half action. And tonight, Cape Central, Poplar Bluff, all tied up at 6 points. And we just caught wind that Jackson has yet again scored another touchdown against Farmington. They now lead their ball game by a score of 49-0. You heard me right on that one. Eric, you are very welcome, my friend. Jared tuning in. I'm having some issues here in the booth, so if I don't get to your comment, there are some connection issues, but I believe at least on social media, Facebook and YouTube, I haven't heard of any issues, so that's some good news. But here in the press box itself, we are having a little bit of difficulties with our connection, but I think that's just internally nothing for us to be concerned about on the video side of things. Real quick baseball scores right now. Milwaukee defeats Atlanta today 2-1. They lead their series 1-0. Houston defeats Chicago White Sox 9-4. Houston now leads 2-0. And Boston right now back and forth in that ball game. Boston now leading Tampa Bay 8-5. It is in the top of the sixth, 2 on, 2 outs. And coming up later on, it is the Dodgers and the Giants. I can't get over just how close St. Louis really was from knocking off the Dodgers. It was close. It went down to the wire in that ball game, a 2-run shot. I'm starting to think that Reyes maybe should have came in the ninth inning. Just going to say. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate that. Ron Beaton cheering on the Mules. The field goal kicker, number 30. Talking about John, or not John, it's his dad. Talking about Chandler Beaton. He is watching from Farmington tonight. I don't know, Eric, if McLean is not playing. That running back in Farmington, he absolutely had, I don't think he is, to be honest with you. We're trying to find out. He did get injured in last week's game. We have not been told if he is back or not tonight. So now the Mules are going to kick off. Mules will now go right to left on your dial. So now Cape Central, Clayton McLeod is going to come back deep for the Tigers. Also, Marston Edwards is also going to come out, or go back rather. They're all standing about the 5-yard line. The Mules, Chandler Beaton kicks it off. And it's going to go out of bounds. And good job by the Tigers to let that thing go out of bounds. So now it'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers on the 35-yard line following that penalty. Where are the Mules fans here tonight? Sarah Lacey tuning in. On a night like tonight, we miss Gavin Hayes. I'm just going to say it. We miss Gavin Hayes. Sarah, how is Gavin liking college football right now? I can only imagine how much fun he is having right now, missing being with his Mules brothers, but having a lot of fun in college, no doubt. So now the Tigers coming out. Hopefully the Mules can come out and do some great things on defense. First pass of the night, it is good, and near midfield, still going. And Dalton Gatewood is able to finally take him out of bounds. So Keontae Dixon is going to get all the way to about the 44-yard line of the Mules, and that is the biggest play of the game for Cape Central. It is 21 yards, and we are now underway here in the second half. So now the Mules, we need everybody getting involved, whether you're tuning in on the radio, good stop by the Mules, or watching us on social media. Logan Davis, by the way, number 28, he is back in the lineup tonight. We were told with his kneecap issue that he may not come back for several weeks, but he is in right now, and he is making a difference. A loss on the play, and he'll be backed up at the 47-yard line, a loss of 3 yards. And that's going to bring up a second down and about 13. So now Adrian Fox, shotgun formation, going to be a quarterback keeper again. Boy, good job by the Mules that time. Garrett Laslier not fooled. He does get up to the 45, a gain of 2 yards. So now we'll see what the Mules can do with it now. After that 2-yard gain, it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 11. Sarah says, yeah, he's loving it. Oh, he's at the game tonight. Oh, I wish I would have known that. I would have got him on the air tonight. 3rd down and 11 for the Tigers. Mules bring in the house, and there is a strike, and that'll be near first down yardage. Good job by McFarland. Depends on where they spot him down, and I believe it might be enough for a first down. Tyree Jackson gets the pass. It's going to be an official measurement coming up. It's going to be close to a first down, all the way down to about the 34-yard line. 11-yard gain officially, depending on where they actually spot it. It looks like from here it's going to be a first down. Caleb Hosler's number, Ron, is number 54. We'll see when they extend the chains. Did he get enough? I believe he did. Yes, he did. I thought that was going to be the case. First down and 10. 10:34 left here in the 3rd quarter of play. We've got our second trivia coming your way coming up. We'll do that after either Cape punts or scores the touchdown. Hopefully, they're going to have to punt the football, but we'll see. Cape is playing out of their minds right now. If you don't mind, share the video for us. We would greatly appreciate it. The ball is batted down. Kason King with those big arms comes in and knocks it down. So good job by the Mules defense that time. 2nd down and 10, 10:28 left to go here in the 3rd quarter of play. It is all tied up at 6 points apiece. We've got a monitor here in the booth. We're maybe about 30 seconds behind the monitor is. Love seeing that scoreboard pop up to show you the down, the time. There's another run play by Cape Central. It's going nowhere. Good job by the defense by Poplar Bluff. Logan Davis also in on the tackle for the Mules is number 50 that time. That is Chase Taylor. So Marston Edwards is not going to go anywhere. He is going to lose a little bit of yards, and he'll go back to the 37-yard line. So this will bring up a big 3rd down for the Tigers. 3rd down and 13. Ron says, we need to get mad. I agree. Our football team needs something right now. 9:45, 3rd down, big 3rd down. The Mules, there you go. That's a play. Kason King, the first man through on the sack. Adrian Fox is going to be taken back at the 45-yard line. That's a loss of nearly 8 yards. Kason King is in on the tackle, the first man through. That's a big-time stop for the Mules. Make that 4th and 21 coming up. 9:05 to go, and there's the kick, nearly blocked by Logan Davis. Oh, the Mules buffed it, and I believe Cape Central's recovered it. Chris Matlock could not, he tried to make a catch and could not do it. Mackins, it's fumbled by Chris Matlock. And they will have it now inside the 20-yard line, down to the 17. So now, first man through, Morgan Diamond. So just like that now, so Cape Central is able So now, following the turnover there by Cape Central, Diamond gets a couple of yards. And now there's another good job by the Mules, and I believe the fumble is by Cape Central, and now the Mules recovered it. Taylor in on the tackle, McFarland on the tackle, and that's how that gets done. So now the Mules come right back, and they're able to take over. So Cape Central will fumble it on the 20-yard line. So now Poplar Bluff, they get the excuse me play there. And now the Mules are going to have it 1st and 10 with 8:14 left in the third quarter. What a change of events. So now the Mules can come out with it. There's the first pass to the outside, a short pass to Darius Graham. And Graham, he is becoming quite the target right now. We need some booms right now on Facebook. There we go. And now the Mules, Darius Graham is going to get it to the 28-yard line. A gain of 8 yards on that play. Coming up now on 8 minutes here in the third quarter of play. That's what we need. Love seeing those booms and fireworks on Facebook and YouTube. That's what we need. Nick Brummett gets his first catch of the night, and he's going to be out across the 35. There is a flag on the play. And it's going to be against the Mules. False start. So now the penalty goes against Poplar Bluff, so that's going to back them up 5 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down and 7. So 2nd down and 7. Boy, it's a thing of beauty here looking on social media, seeing all these booms. That's what the Mules need. I think they feed off of our Facebook crowd, our YouTube crowd, our radio crowd, and the fans making the trip over here to Cape Central. Should be on the 23-yard line is where they should mark him down. That's where they're going to mark him down. 8:01 to go here in the third. It is a 6-6 tie right now. Farmington is having all kinds of trouble with Jackson. Now the clock will start. It's 2nd down and 7 to go. 2nd down and 7. Penalty yards so far in the ball game hasn't been too much for the Mules just yet. The Mules have 4 penalties for 18 yards. A lot better than last week. There's a nice run. This one by the quarterback, Cannon Carr. He's going to have enough for a First Choice Insurance Mules first down. So Cannon Carr from the 23 gets all the way to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And now the clock continues, and the Mules are not wasting any time. 7.5 left to play in the third. Dan Barber says, boom shakalaka. There's another run. This time, Amari White is trying to sneak outside. He's going to be taken down by Adrian Fox. So Amari White is going to get to about the 38-yard line, it looks like. So he does gain about 4 yards. Bring up 2nd down and about 6. 2nd down and 6, 7:15 to play. We are still tied up at 6 apiece. Each team missing a extra point attempt. Cannon Carr keeps it himself, and I don't think he's going to get much. Maybe a yard, maybe at the most. Don't think he's going to get much. Nope, they're going to say no gain on the play. So it's a 3rd down and 6. We miss Gavin Hayes as well. Gavin was a big part of the offense. He was one of those guys that can come in, get a couple of yards on 3rd down, or give you 13 yards on 1st down. Carr flushed outside the pocket, makes the catch, or makes the pass to Nick Brummett. He will have a First Choice Insurance Mules first down, and he'll be near midfield as Nick Brummett now getting another catch here tonight. So Brummett is going to get to about the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 11 yards and a first down. So now the Mules quickly, Cannon Carr, a short pass outside, and he's going to be in the Cape Central territory. Once again, Brummett back-to-back catches, and he'll be about the 46, 47-yard line of Cape Central. They'll be on the 47, so a gain of 4 yards, and now it's 6-17 here in the third quarter. Mules are moving down the field. So now the Mules coming up to the line of scrimmage. Mules empty backfield. They've got 5 wideouts, 2 to the far side, 3 to the near. Now Cannon Carr looking over at the coaching staff. Carr, snap count, now puts a man in motion. Going to hand it off to McFarland. McFarland is going to try to break away from a tackle, but he is not going to be able to do so. We've got a Mules player down also. I did not see the number, the jersey number of the man down. So we'll see who that is when he gets up. And it looks like number 76, Clayton Stark, is slow to get up, and he's going to hobble off. So he'll have to miss one play. The good news is he is able to get up on his own power. So there is a 1-yard gain on that play. Now it's 3rd down and 5. I know Jared may be a little bit worried about Clayton there, but the good news is he looks to be okay. Hopefully we're going to see him very soon back on the offensive line. The Mules entering this play just 2 of 7 right now on 3rd down conversions, 29% so far in this football game. Mules going to hand it off again to McFarland, and he's going to go nowhere. Clayton McClard, Adrian Fox are the first men through, and that might bring out Garrett Laslier. We'll see. And I believe we are going to see Garrett Laslier now. A loss of 3 yards on the play on the 49-yard line with 4:52 left to play. And by the way, this is a district game for the Mules. Both are in the Class 5 districts. We're going to see Garrett Laslier now coming out. So he's going to come in for his 3rd punt of the football game. Good snap, good kick, and it's going to take a Cape Central bounce, and now the Mules, Devin Gatewood is just going to down it at about the 30, or make that 26-yard line is where Cape Central is going to take over. It is a 23-yard kick by the Mules with 4:24 left here in the third quarter of play. Let's do some trivia. What do you say? In 1994, the Poplar Bluff Mules had 2 players with over 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. Who were they? Was it A, quarterback James Hayes, B, or I should say fullback Rodney Kennedy, B, quarterback Zane Faust, or running back B, Gwynn, C, quarterback Tristan Francisco, and running back Cortez Ellis, or D, quarterback Shane Kirby, or running back Austin Tinsley? There's a run by Jackson, and Jackson is out to about the 41-yard line. Another Mules player slow to get up. So Tyree Jackson, that is a Cape Central first down to the 41, a gain of 15 yards. So on that last trivia question, if you know the right answer, submit it now, and the winner will receive a Back to Blue t-shirt and an Academy Sports and Outdoors gift card. Remember to win. Make sure and share this video feed and like our post and submit your answer. Tyree Jackson again. This time there's going to be a flag, it looks like, against Cape Central. There is another flag. So 2 flags are coming in. It looked like a hold against Cape Central, but we'll see. It is going to be against Cape Central. We thought that was going to be the case. Bruce Beggs tuning in from Cape. So it's going to be still first down. It is against Cape Central on the holding call. And they're going to mark him back at the 32-yard line, so that'll be a 9-yard penalty. So it's going to bring up first down and 19 with 3:56 left in the first quarter of play. Eric Sean letting us know that Jackson right now is doing all they can against Farmington. There's a catch, and what a catch near the 40-yard line. Marshawn Edwards, after Adrian Fox was flushed outside the pocket, he's going to get about 8 yards of that penalty back, or more than that actually. He's going to get to about the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 11 yards with 3:18 left here in the third quarter of play. There is still a 6-6 tie right now. Coach Steve Edwards, he is on his A game tonight when it comes to trivia. There is a good job by the Mules as Chris Matlock comes in. Going to be a quarterback sack. Adrian Fox is going to go nowhere. He's going to lose some yardage. And they're going to mark him back on the 39-yard line. So a 4-yard loss. Good job by the Mules and Chris Matlock in on the stop. 2.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter of play. Third down and 12. This one is a big play for the Mules defense. Cape Central, they have done very well on third down. They're 4 out of 10 in the ball game, but not this time, as the Mules once again come all the way through. Let's see who that was. Looks like number 77 for the Mules, Nicholas Palma, coming in again, back-to-back sacks. This time, he is all the way back at the 32-yard line, a loss of 7 yards. Boy, the Mules defense that time, that was very impressive by the Mules. That deserves all kinds of booms on Facebook. 1:39 left. There's the punt. And I would just let it go. That's what Chris Matlock does this time. He just lets it go. So the Mules now are going to have it at about the 37-yard line, it appears. It is a 31-yard kick, or 31-yard kick, 0 on the return with 1:29 left in the third. So our trivia, in 1994, the Poplar Bluff Mules had 2 players with over 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. What I want to know is, who were they? Was it quarterback James Hayes and fullback Rodney Kennedy? Quarterback Zane Faust and running back B. Gwynn? Quarterback Tristan Francisco and running back Cortez Ellis? Or was it quarterback Shane Kirby and running back Austin Tinsley? If you know the right answer, submit it right now on Facebook. There's a run up the middle. There's Atari Amos. Amos now is getting some block out front. He is down to the 20, inside the 10, and touchdown! Mules, that's a play by Atari Amos. Amos comes in his first run of the game and scores his 11th touchdown on the season. 63 yards on the touchdown for Atari Amos. That is huge with 1:13 to play. Now we need some booms on Facebook. There they come. That's what we're looking for. What a run by Poplar Bluff's running back, Atari Amos. Entering the game, his longest run, 93 yards. Mules are going to line up, and they are going to go for 2. And I can't say that I blame them. Trying to make this an 8-point lead. Atari Amos sneaks in, and the Mules now lead it by 8 points. It is a Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers 2-point attempt. We're going to come right back. Don't go anywhere. Mules now lead by 8 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So, just like that, the Mules come right back and answer Atari Amos with his 11th touchdown on the year. With 1:13 left, the Mules climb up, and now they lead 14-6. R.T. McCain tuning in tonight says, "Go nephew, I love it." That's what we needed right there. We needed that score by Poplar Bluff. Here comes Chandler Beaton now. Beautiful kick. It'll be taken at the 5, kind of bobbled a little bit. And now Cape Central, oh, good job by the Mules that time. Lane Savant, he stopped a potential touchdown on that tackle. It was a 55-yard kick by Chandler Beaton, and a great return by Keontae Dixon of Cape Central, and he'll have it all the way out to the 29-yard line, a return of 24 yards, and that's where Cape Central will have it with 1:06 to go in the third. You're right. This is a season low for the Mules, David. 14 points. Still got a whole nother quarter left to play. We'll see what the Mules can do with it. They do lead by 8 points. Little miscommunication that time, and the Mules are not fooled. Hunter Jenkins, the Wildcat formation. Morgan Diamond takes the snap this time, and Morgan Diamond is going to get maybe a yard of forward progress. They'll move it to the 30-yard line. Under 45 seconds now, and counting in the third quarter. Mules lead it by 8 points. It's 14-6 after an amazing run by Atari Amos. So now back to pass again. Morgan Diamond is going to be incomplete. This one, it was intended for Clayton McClard. So Adrian Fox right now, he is not the quarterback. Morgan Diamond is. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 right off the bat. 29 seconds here in the third. Cape is 4 out of 11 right now on 3rd down conversions. They are 36% here in this ball game. This one's a big down coming up. This one is over the middle. Oh my goodness, what a move by Cape Central. Adrian Fox is going to go in and score. Wow, what a move by Cape Central as he threw it backwards after the catch. Wow. Cape Central answers right back with 16 seconds. What a play. I don't know if Coach Gibbs drew that up or not. That is a 70-yard touchdown with 16 seconds left in the third, and now Cape Central lines up, and they're going to go for 2. This one is a quarterback keeper. It's going to be up the middle, and did the Mules stop him? I believe they did, so they do not get in. The Mules are going to come away still leading by 2 points as Tyree Jackson is unable to get in. It is 14-12. I am stunned by that last play by Cape Central. That was impressive. Mules were completely caught off guard. Let's talk about some of the scoring here tonight. Let's look at some of the numbers by Poplar Bluff. Mules have ran 36 plays at 205 yards. Cape Central, by the way, they have ran 52 plays, 221 yards. The Mules averaging 5.5 yards a play, while Cape Central is averaging about 4 yards. Cannon Carr right now, still no touchdown passes tonight. He is 6 of 14, 68 yards with no touchdowns. The old classic hook and lateral, no doubt about it. Cape Central. Atari Amos has 1 carry for 63 yards on the night, while Amari White, 10 carries, 57 yards. Cannon Carr has 7 carries for 28 yards. And now we're going to see the kickoff coming by Cape Central. This one is good kick down the field. The Mules run into each other, and the ball is going to be picked up by Atari Amos. He'll pick it up about the 20, still going, and he's got a man out near the 40, and he'll be taken down. Nearly disaster for the Mules, and Atari Amos still able to pick it up at the 22-yard line, advance the football to near the 45. Man, oh man, oh man. So Atari Amos makes the catch after it was bobbled. It did hit the turf, and it was picked up by Amos, and he gets it to the 43-yard line, and that's where the Mules are going to have it with only 3 seconds left here in the third quarter of play. Mules have Darius Graham in motion. They throw outside to Devin Gatewood, and he is going to be hit hard by Charles Smith. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So coming up, we've got fourth quarter action on the way. Mules lead this game 14-12 on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Want a career and not just another job? It's waiting for you at Briggs & Stratton. Great pay, great benefits, and continuing education. Everything you and your family deserve. Go to careers.basco.com and look at Poplar Bluff job openings.
So we are back here, and it's going to be a second down and about 11 after a 1-yard loss. After the Mules, Devin Gatewood takes a 1-yard loss here as we get ready for the first play in the fourth quarter. Second down and 11 to go. We want to welcome in all of our viewers here tonight, whether you're listening on the radio, watching us on social media. Last year, the Mules went into halftime only up by 7 points and then poured it on in that second half. Tonight, that has not been the case. We need the Mules right now to step up and make some big plays. They lead by just 2 points. Cannon Carr was going to hand it off and kept it himself, and now he's got to get rid of it. There's a lot of hold. Oh, my goodness. It's picked off. It is picked off. There's no flags on the play, and it looked like there was a lot of contact. Cannon Carr is going to be picked off. Second interception of the ball game. So now it'll be 1st and 10 all the way inside Mules territory at the 43-yard line. So now Cape Central, they've got the ball back. So now Cape Central looking for some help, and there is a lot of yards lost by Cape Central that time. So Morgan Diamond rather, it's going to be second down all the way back at the 46-yard line of Cape Central. That is a 11-yard loss, and that's going to bring up second down and 21. So another turnover by the Mules. And now the Mules defense, as Tyree Jackson tries to bounce outside, but this time Hunter Jenkins not going to have any of it that time. So Tyree Jackson maybe gets a yard of progress. He does, out to about the 47-yard line. And now it's third down and 20. We need the defense right now to step up and make a big-time stop. The Tigers 5 of 12 on third down conversions at 42%. Diamond in the shotgun. Going to pass outside, nearly picked off. Good coverage by Chris Matlock. Cape Central wants a flag, not this time. So it's incomplete, and the Mules defense doing its job that time around. 10:21 to go here in the fourth quarter of play. Woo! Mules defense stepping up big. Ron Withrow agrees with me on that. Says, come on, D. So now the Mules back to return it. Chris Matlock standing about the 25-yard line. Good job by Matlock at the 25, and he's not going to go anywhere. He's only going to get maybe a yard or so. So Chris Matlock caught the ball cleanly and got about maybe 2 yards out to the 26. Looks like the 27-yard line is where the Mules are going to start with 10:14 left here in this ball game, and the Mules right now only up by 2 points. Mules fans on the radio, social media, let's hear you as the Mules got to get some points. Oh my goodness, nearly picked off again. It bounced out of the hands of Chris Graham, and then just like that, Keontae Dixon drops it. Could have been another interception by Cannon Carr. Instead, second down and 10. Cannon Carr has struggled here tonight. 7 of 17 at 67 yards. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Entering the ball game with 3 interceptions all game. He's got 5 in the season tonight. During tonight's game, there's a pitch outside to Atari Amos. Amos trying to bounce outside, gets away from one tackle, still going. Now it's a horse race down to the 30, and he'll get down to about the 18 or 19-yard line. Atari Amos, another big run, and a First Choice Insurance Mules first down. That is another big run by Atari Amos. Oh, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds about the 23-yard line. He's got a 67-yard run tonight, or make that 63-yard run, and now he's got a 50-yard run. A couple of carries and over 100 yards here tonight. There's a pass outside, and this time it's going to go inside the Christian Automotive and Tire red zone. Jacob Baller gets the catch, and they're going to mark him down inside the 15-yard line to about the 13. Depending on where they spot him down, they're going to give him 9 yards on that play. Second down and 1. Boy, this play is very important for the Mules to come away with 6 points. They already lead by 2, but this, if they are able to score a touchdown, they would go up by 2 scores. Atari Amos again trying to bounce outside. There's a flag, and it is a touchdown, but hold up, it's going to come back. It looks like Garrett Laslier got too much jersey that time, or make that Devin Gatewood rather. So there is the holding call. So we'll see now. It is a hold against Poplar Bluff. And it was funny because Atari Amos, he knew it. The moment he broke free, he just kind of stopped, knew it was going to come back, and didn't even celebrate. So now it's going to be on the 21-yard line. So that was going to, so we can add on 7 yards to that hold. Second down from the 21-yard line. Second down and 8 now. Cannon Carr puts a man in motion, Darius Graham, and now we're going to get a whistle. There's a flag. And movement up front for the Mules. So now we're going to back them up 5 more yards. So instead of it being second down and 8, now it's second down and 13. We've got our Mules trivia right now. In 1994, the Poplar Bluff Mules had 2 players with over 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. What I want to know is, who were they? Was it James Hayes and Rodney Kennedy, Zane Faust and B. Gwynn, Tristan Francisco and Cortez Ellis, or Shane Kirby and Austin Tinsley? Submit your answers and we'll select a winner very shortly. The ball batted down in the air. Boy, Cape Central right now, they have come to play. Their defense is standing up to this Mules offensive line. They're able to break free. Make sure and share this video for us if you want to win a $25 gift card from Academy Sports and Outdoors and a Back the Blue shirt. Cannon Carr is 8 of 19 overall, 76 yards. Atari Amos, 2 carries, 113 yards here tonight. That's impressive for that young man. Carr back to pass. He's got a man open. It's good. It is Jacob Baller. Baller gets inside the 20-yard line, the Christian Automotive and Tire red zone. So Baller, it's not going to be a first down, but it's going to be a lot closer. All the way down to the 17-yard line. That's a gain of 9 yards, and you can bet the Mules are going to go for it. Should the Mules go for it here, let us know on social media. As Cannon Carr comes right back on the football field, it's 4th down and 4. Mules entering this ball game just 2 of 9 on 4th down conversions here tonight. They are 1 out of 2. Atari Amos gets the handoff up the middle and scores! Touchdown Mules! What a play, what a call by Coach Sievers and Coach Patillo. Atari Amos. Wow, what a move by Atari Amos. And let's hear those booms on social media. Atari Amos, his 2nd touchdown of the ball game with 8:10 left. Now the Mules lead it 20-12. Chandler Beaton comes in for the Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers extra point attempt. Following a 2nd touchdown by Atari Amos, it was a bad snap. And Chandler Beaton just falls on it. So another extra point that's not going to be able to get off the ground. Still a 1-possession game. That's important. We'll be back. Mules now lead up by a score of 20-12. You're listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
Las Margaritas and Mayas, serving up the best authentic Mexican food since 1997. The Esquivel family, always proud to support our Poplar Bluff Mules.
Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers is a 3rd-generation family-owned jewelry and repair store who have served the Poplar Bluff community for over 60 years.
Our family has always worked hard to provide the finest jewelry creations and service imaginable.
So the Mules right now, they now lead it by 8 points. Sheriff Mark Dobbs, very happy with that play call, gutsy play call by the Mules, and they're able to take it in. They do get the 6 points. The extra point was no good, and that is 2 times here tonight that the Mules have not been able to convert the extra point. It is still an 8-point lead. Mules still lead it here, but it's only a one-possession game as Chandler Beaton once again kicks it. And it's going to be picked up by McClard at the 5, and he should have let that thing go in the end zone. But if you're a Mules fan, you will take it. Good kick by Chandler Beaton. Gets it down to the 5-yard line, 55-yard kick. And then on the return, only back out to about the 16 or 17-yard line. 17 is where they're going to officially spot it. So a 12-yard return with 8:03 left in this ball game. Now everybody's chiming in on social media. Love to see these numbers go up. That's what we're talking about here. So now Morgan Diamond coming back out once again. This time going to be flushed outside the pocket. Gets it to Edwards, and Edwards is going to get near back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or two of forward progress. So good job by the Mules. They are not fooled by that play to Edwards. And they're going to give him out to about the 19. So they'll give him a couple of yards. It'll bring up second down. There's a handoff again to Tyree Jackson. Jackson is not going to get much. The Mules have kind of figured that play out. So Tyree Jackson didn't get what he thought he should get on that. And he may have lost a yard on the play. He did. He lost at least 1 yard. And now that's going to bring up a quick third down. Can the Mules force a 3 and out? Defense has really woke up here in the last several minutes. They did give up the old hook and lateral earlier, but now here come the Mules. Taylor doing a great job. He was the first man through. So Taylor breaks free. That's going to be incomplete. And the Mules defense stepping up, folks. And they are forcing a 3 and out. That's impressive. That's critical. With 6:41 left. So now we're going to see a punt coming out now. Morgan Diamond. Mules are not going to drop anybody back. Don't want to hit, oh, there's a high snap. He just gets it off, and the Mules are going to do the right thing. It does take a Mules bounce, and it'll be near midfield from the punt there. We'll see where they spot him down. It's going to be inside Cape Central territory to the 47-yard line. Only a 29-yard kick with 6:32 left in this ball game. Mules will have it now, 1st and 10 on the Tiger 47-yard line. Next week, Mules fans, we are going to be back at home. We're going to take on the Kennett Indians, and for the Mules, this is a letdown game for sure, no doubt about it. We have to get this out of our system because Kennett, they're good. There's a quick pass to Nick Brummett on the outside. Brummett gets inside the 40-yard line. Good job by the Mules. That time, again, going to be near the first down marker. Nope, they're going to get him down to about the 39-yard line. So he does gain 8 yards on that play. Good first down coverage there by the Mules. 2nd down and 2 to go. 6 minutes coming up now here in the ball game. Mules now hoping to run out the clock as Atari Amos, this time in a rare move, he's going to get some minus yardage that time. Good tackle. 2 Cape Central players in on the tackle as Atari Amos, for the first time in this ball game, has a negative play. It'll be -2, so now that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4 to go for the Mules, entering tonight's ball game at 63% on 3rd down conversions, only 22 tonight. The Mules are just 2 out of 9. Cannon Carr Thought about throwing it, fakes it, now throws it to Darius Graham. What a gutsy call, and that's going to be enough for a first choice insurance Mules first down. Cannon Carr making that decision in a last moment effort. He does two things. It keeps the clock moving, and we move the sticks inside the 35-yard line to about the 33. That is a gain of 8 yards on third down. What a play call. 5 minutes now remaining in the fourth. That is a big-time play for the Mules. Graham in motion. Atari Amos going to receive the handoff. Amos is going to get a couple of yards, maybe one, depending on where they spot him. So Amos maybe to the 32-yard line. So they're going to give him 1 yard of forward progress. Penny says, let's do this. I'm with you, Penny. 2nd and 9, 4.5 minutes left in this ball game. Mules, by the way, have 3 timeouts, as does the Tigers. Cape Central has all 3 timeouts. Farmington absolutely got rolled here tonight. Cannon Carr puts his shoulder pads down. He runs right up the middle, and he'll be close to a first down. We'll see where they spot him down officially. Cannon Carr is about to the 23-yard line. So he gains about 9 yards, and that will be enough for a first choice insurance Mules first down. Cannon Carr buries his head, and he gets what he needed to move the sticks. 4 minutes to go. Mules still lead at 20-12. If the Mules score here, it's going to be tough for Cape to come back. Play clock is down to 3. Another good job by Cape Central's defense. Atari Amos is stopped in his tracks, and he's going to lose about 3 yards there. He'll be back at the 26-yard line, but the clock continues to run. 3.5 minutes now. Michael says, let's get that last touchdown. I'm with you, Michael. Let's do it. Got a couple of birthdays I want to pass on. There's a nice pass outside. Fighting for yardage. Should be enough, I believe, for a first down as Jacob Baller gets the catch. Not going to be a first down, but going to be awfully close as Jacob Baller is going to get inside the red zone presented by Christian Automotive and Tire down to the 19-yard line. It is 3rd down and 6, 2:45 to go. Happy birthday to Hattie Scobie, 12 years old in Poplar Bluff. Also a big happy birthday to Eddie Kirkman in Runbar tonight. What a birthday wish. The Mules coming away with their 5th win on the season. 2.5 minutes to go in the ball game. And a step early for the Mules as flags come out. Or no, correction, it's going to be against Cape Central. It'll be offsides. So now, instead of it being 3rd down and 6, it's now 3rd down and about 1. So the Mules now really just need to get this first down to keep the clock moving. 2.5 minutes now. So now here we go, 3rd down and 1. Setting up a matchup for next week. Atari Amos breaks through, and he will get a first choice insurance Mules first down. And that's what the Mules needed right there to move the chains. 1st down and 10 for Poplar Bluff. All the way down to the 11-yard line. That's a gain of 3 yards coming up now on 2 minutes left in this game. Mules are just going to let the clock run. We'll get that trivia question up again. Your last chance here to submit your answers, and make sure and share this video for us. Amari White now is going to go up the middle. Amari White is going to get a couple of yards on the play. We get whistle, and I believe it's going to be a timeout called. It is going to be a timeout by Cape Central with 1:34 left. So it's going to be on the 9-yard line, a 2-yard gain by Amari White. And then Cape Central will call their first timeout with 1:34 left. So here we go. Our trivia question tonight. In 1994, the Poplar Bluff Mules had 2 players with over 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. What I want to know is, who were they? Was it James Hayes and Rodney Kennedy? Was it Zane Faust and B. Gwynn, Tristan Francisco and Cortez Ellis, or Shane Kirby and Austin Tinsley? This trivia question brought to you by Christian's Automotive and Tire. If you know the right answer, submit your answer now. Your last chance. Make sure and share this video. That is part of the requirements tonight, I guess you can say. The winner will receive a Back to Blue t-shirt and a $25 gift card courtesy of Academy Sports and Outdoors. Big shout out to Gene Hucks, the general manager at Academy Sports. We're going to do this for the next several weeks. We will do this. So now, it is 2nd down and 7 to go. Amari White lining up beside Cannon Carr. White gets the handoff. White goes up the middle, extends, and scores. Ball game. Amari White extends and scores with only 1:28 left. Mules so now Chandler Beaton coming up, or are they going to go for 2? So 1:28, and if I'm a betting man, they're going to go for 2 points here. I saw somebody say earlier in one of the comment feeds, the Mules just need to punch one in, and they got what they wished for. Mules going to go for 2 now. Try to make this a 28-12 lead. Cannon Carr is going to go up the middle, and the Mules do it again. The Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers 2-point conversion. It is good, and now the Mules lead this game 28-12. There's the booms. Now they're coming in, and the Mules are going to go to 5-2 on the season, and that's going to set up a good game between Poplar Bluff and Kennett. For those watching right now, tell me your thoughts on Kennett and Poplar Bluff. Last year, we went down to Kennett, and we got slaughtered against Kennett. I do not believe that that's going to be the same case next week. I believe the Mules are going to be more disciplined. Tonight is a letdown night for sure for the Mules. In every term, they're going to say tonight was a letdown. So now we got this out of our system, and that means that coming up next week, we are going to take on the Kennett Indians at home. And I believe next week it is our pink out night for Poplar Bluff. And then in 2 weeks, it is our senior night. And there's the kick downfield by Chandler Beaton, taken at the 1-yard line. And now Cape Central is going to return it back out to about the 19-yard line. Chandler Beaton, man, he's got an amazing leg. I mean, he can just kick that ball as hard as anybody I've seen. He doesn't get enough credit for sure. He is able to do a lot of good things for the Mules on special teams, and Cape now will have it on their own 20-yard line with only 1:21 left. Coming up, we'll get you the answer to our trivia question here tonight. And Adrian Fox is back in at quarterback, and he's going to come up hobbling a little bit. So 2nd and 10 now coming up as Adrian Fox is back in at quarterback for Cape Central. 1:16 now to play. It is 28-12 Poplar Bluff. Mules have come alive in this second half. Kim Burns is just tuning in. Glad to have you alongside. The Mules are up 28-12. Joe Stokely, class of 1971. Now Morgan Diamond back to throw. Nearly picked off. Good coverage by the Mules. Mikhail McFarland. 3rd down and 10. There was a comment that I want to go back and read. Joe Stokely says the class of 1971 will be at the game next week as part of their 50th reunion. That's awesome. Glad to have all of those that are able to come out and support the Mules. 1:11 left here in this ball game. Mules now doing what they can, up 28-12. Diamond again, back to throw, gets hit as he throws, and Mikhail McFarland picks him off, and that'll be the ball game. Mikhail McFarland, right place, right time, and he'll be picked off at the 48-yard line of the Mules. There is a lot of booms coming in now, as rightly they should. So Mikhail McFarland is able to go up and make that interception with 1:04 to play. So now the Mules will have it with 1:04 left. So Mules are going to come away, get their 5th win of the season. We are going to pick our winner coming up. As a matter of fact, we'll get that here in just a moment before this game ends. Victory formation for Cannon Carr. Boy, you got to like that. That's got to make you feel good. So Mules are going to get their 5th win of the season. So Cannon Carr at the 48-yard line. Clock continues to run. Mules are going to have to run one more play in this ball game. Cannon Carr again is going to take it, and he will kneel down again, and that will be the ball game as the Mules are going to win this game by a score of 28-12. All right, to our trivia question really quick. And we'll come back with the post-game report. In 1994, the Poplar Bluff Mules had 2 players with over 1,000 yards rushing in the same season. Who were they is what we want to know. Was it James Hayes and Rodney Kennedy, Zane Faust and B. Gwynn, Tristan Francisco or Cortez Ellis, Shane Kirby or Austin Tinsley? Well, tonight's winner, or I should say the answer would be A, James Hayes and fullback Rodney Kennedy. The quarterback James Hayes had a 1,015-yard season, and fullback Rodney Kennedy, he had a 1,300-yard season. So for bonus points, can somebody tell me when was the second and only time that happened? What year was that? We'll come back and we'll let you know who the winner is of our trivia question for bonus points here tonight. Let me know what year the second time it happened where 2 Mules players had 1,000 yards rushing. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up. Mules get the win tonight, 28-12. You're listening to Mules football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network.
The Scott Law Group, a family-owned firm providing trusted legal counsel for matters pertaining to real estate, personal injury, criminal, and family law. Call 785-4688 or online, scottlawgroupmode.com.
Go Mules! The Bank of Missouri wishes the Mules a fantastic season. Live well, play well, bank well. At 130 years strong, you can count on us to support you through all the seasons of life.
All right, we are back with our post-game report, and joining us right now, our post-game is brought to you by the Scott Law Group, LLC. Joining us now is Coach John David Patillo. And, Coach, here tonight, let's talk a little bit about a guy that we saw on the football field first. Did my eyes deceive me? Did I see Logan Davis out there on the football field tonight?
Sure did.
Let me turn your mic on. There you go.
Okay. Yeah, you sure did. He was big for us tonight. He came in and really gave us a boost. And, you know, we've been a little thin, and defensively we've had some sickness and some kids out. And it was great to have him back to help us, get these guys stopped. When he came in, he made a big difference.
He really did. And I said this on the air. Maybe you'll agree, maybe you won't. I said that tonight. I know we still had the Farmington game on our mind, no doubt about that. Tonight was a letdown for sure. We were about a 20-point favorite to win this ball game. It's good to get it out of our system now. How do you feel like the boys played compared to the first half? They played, I thought, so much better in that second half. What adjustments were you guys able to make after halftime?
Well, one adjustment was that Atari got in there. And when you've got somebody that dynamic, he can make plays. And of course, we had some issues last week that we had to take care of. We had several discipline issues this week that we had to take care of. And hopefully we've cleaned all that up. And, he just came in, made some great runs. Amari ran well in that second half. We came out and attacked them outside a few times to kind of loosen that up and got a chance to break a few runs in the middle of the field and we made some really nice runs.
You talk about Atari Amos, 7 carries tonight, Coach, 129 yards in just 2 carries. He was over the 100-yard mark, 2 touchdowns. Amari White also 2 touchdown runs. Let's talk about Cannon Carr for just a moment. In the first half, no doubt about it, he struggled. What was his biggest difference in that second half? He was able to find Brummett open more often, Jacob Ballard open more often. What adjustments did he make at halftime to feel better in the second half about the football game?
Well, again, running the ball and having a little bit of cushion there makes both things, work. And when something's not working, then a lot of times it affects the other. And so we just got both things going again, and it was good to see. Cannon throws it well. He does a lot of great things. Tonight he was slightly off. It didn't seem like there was anything in sync, and I don't know what it is. We come up here, we played 2 years ago and had one of the worst games of our season at that point, but And I'm not saying that things are snake bit. What I'm saying is your opponent affects that too. No matter how Cape's season is going, they always have good athletes, and that's one thing. They spread out in the field and defended us very well, and we really had to kind of pick and choose our spots to attack. It didn't come real easy, and that's a testament to their coaching staff. They did a good job of game planning us. Not having a couple guys in the first half hurt us, but you can see a big difference of that in the second half. So
I thought tonight on defense, Coach, maybe I'm wrong here, but I thought Chase Taylor just played phenomenal up front for you guys. He was making big plays. He was making Morgan Diamond very uncomfortable at that QB spot. And I think without him in the lineup in the second half, things may be different for you guys.
Yeah, our whole group, again, and that's what I'm saying about the offense. You get somebody come in, give you a spark, all of a sudden it lifts everybody else up. And I'm sure that's what Chase did. I don't keep up with the defense as much as I'm concentrating on the offense, but I know we did a much better job of keeping things in front of us. We tackled a little bit better in the second half. We did a much better job overall on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. So everybody wants to know about your thoughts on Kennett coming up next week. Last year, Coach, we went down there and they put it on us.
Took a butt whipping.
We did. And this week or next week coming up, I can only imagine what you guys are going to go through to get ready for this game on next Friday night. We're a much different ball team. They're a much different ball team. What are your thoughts on Kennett? And I'll ask you the question. Can the Mules hang with that Indian team? They're going to come up, and they're going to want to get out early against us.
Well, they've got a great running back, and we've got to contain him. They just do a good job. They're well coached. Coming off last year, they've had consistent success in the last 2 and 3 years. That's why they wanted to come back and play us, because they knew they were going to be up and pretty good. And so it's going to be a great game for us. I like the fact that we've got them at home.
Me too.
And we got a chance to have them at our place, and they're not going to be what they were last year, but they're still a good program, and they do things well. We can't come out and have 3 and 4 possessions like we had tonight, or they'll jump out and get us. So I'm really looking forward to it. I may be completely wrong, but I bet it'll be a shootout.
That's what I want to hear. Real quick before you leave, I know Clayton Stark left with a small injury in the second half. What's his status? Is he okay?
I really don't know. Coach was going to put him in there late, and I think he said he was ready. So,
okay, good deal.
I don't think it was anything.
Well, Coach, we're so glad you were able to come on tonight and talk to us. And just so you know, you can tell the boys, I know they're fired up as it is. Farmington goes up to Jackson. You ready for this? Do you know the final score there?
No.
Jackson put it on them 49-zip. So, I was hoping Farmington was going to do more than that, but that's not what happened. So, hopefully down the road we'll see Jackson one more time. But before then, we got some great teams still to get through this season, and it all starts next week at home again against Kennett. Can't wait to be back at home, and 2 more home games in this regular season. Hard to believe we're already now getting ready for Week 8.
Yep, you bet. I just want to give a shout-out to my wife at home.
Yes.
She's watching you on Facebook.
Right there. There she is.
There you go.
Kathleen, we love having her in. We love having her watching tonight. We absolutely do. Well, Coach, thank you so much for the time, and safe travels back home. We'll see you guys next Friday against Kennett.
All right, man.
All right, Coach Patillo joining us live here in the postgame. We love having Kathleen Patillo join us. She is welcome anytime, and love having Coach Patillo come up as well and give us the numbers. Real quick, on our trivia night, I asked a question early. The winner tonight, or the answer was quarterback James Hayes and fullback Rodney Kennedy. The winner we selected was Ryan Maddox. So congratulations to Ryan Maddox. I will get a hold of you after this night is over and have you come up, and we'll get with you on your shirt and your gift card. Same to Erica Sexton, who won back in the first half of the football game. And by the way, for bonus points, we did ask you what other year that this happened where two players had a 1,000-yard rusher, and that would have been in 2009 was the only time that in Mules history we had two players over 1,000 yards. And of course, tonight we thank you so much for tuning in. So much going on around Poplar Bluff. We appreciate you letting us come into your home, your business, wherever you might be watching us, and of course on social media, Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel. Real quickly on the night, the Mules, they had 331 yards of offense. Cape Central 212. Mules averaging 6 yards a play. Meanwhile, Cape Central averaging 3.5 yards per play. And then you look at overall turnovers, the Mules and the Tigers each having 3, but late in the ball game, that's when Cape had the majority of theirs, and the Mules made them pay for it. And then you look at first downs, the Mules had 16, Cape 14. Third down conversions was an issue tonight. Mules 4 of 12, 33%. Cape Central 5 out of 15, 33%. The Mules, though, were 2 out of 3 on fourth down conversions. Cape Central 1 out of 4. Cannon Carr, by the way, 12 of 23, 108 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Atari Amos had seven carries for 129 yards. He averaged 18 yards a carry, 2 touchdowns. Amari White, 12 for 68, 2 touchdowns. Cannon Carr, 8 carries, 37 yards. And through the air, Ballard, 4 catches, 52 yards. And of course, Nick Brummett, 3 catches, 23 yards. And Devin Gatewood, he also added 3 catches for 17 yards. And Darius Graham, 2 catches for 16 yards. So that will do it tonight as the Mules get the victory 28-12. 2 more home games now in the regular season. We've got Kennett coming up next Friday, then Hillsboro in 2 weeks. So make sure and come back and see us coming up next week, as we'll be live in Poplar Bluff. And we're going to have a lot of fun, no doubt about that. The pregame is going to begin at 6:45 on Facebook and on YouTube. Our radio broadcast at 6:20, and then kickoff at 7 o'clock. Before we say so long, let's thank our sponsors one more time. We want to say thank you again to First Midwest Bank, Kevin's Auto Repair. Also brought to you by Poplar Bluff Realty and Legacy Farm and Land Specialist, Whitworth Gift Chest Jewelers. Also being brought to you by the Ozark Federal Credit Union, Air Solutions. Also First Choice Insurance, Las Margaritas, Mayas, and Taco Taco. Christian Auto Tire. Also brought to you by Eye Care Specialist, Larry Hillis Dodge, Briggs & Stratton, the Scott Law Group LLC, and the Bank of Missouri. Once again, let's thank a few more folks here tonight real quickly. Let's say thank you to our chief engineer, Charlie Lampy. Without him, we could not do this. Also, our sales manager, Chereska Stockton, general manager, John Rice. Up on the roof yet again tonight, Tim Hicks, who is doing a phenomenal job each and every week, zooming in the cameras, getting our scoreboard incorporated. I've got Sean Manna right here beside me as well. I'm Frankie Castile. We're saying so long tonight as the Mules get the job done. Now 5-2. We're back next Friday as the Mules take on the Kennett Indians. I'm Frankie Castile saying so long. Have a great weekend. You've been listening to Mules Football on the Southeast Sign and Graphics Mules Radio Network. Chereska Stockton, general manager John Rice. Up on the roof yet again tonight, Tim Hicks, who is doing a phenomenal job each and every week.